Have you ever seen an insurance company lose everything? An insurance company called a woman who lost her leg in a factory accident a liar when she applied for disability benefits. They claimed she was faking it for money, but their perfect system collapsed in under 5 minutes when the injured worker took the stand. She was a single mom who lost her left leg when a conveyor belt malfunctioned at the packaging plant, a 10-year employee with perfect attendance and 2 commendations for safety. This injury destroyed her career and left her unable to work. She spent months in physical therapy learning to walk again while the insurance company denied every claim. The insurance company came in with $1,000 an hour doctors who strutted into court like medical gods. They waved fabricated reports and used confusing medical terms to paint the woman as a con artist. Their lead expert actually smiled as he testified that she could easily return to work in a desk job. The company's lawyers sat back confident they'd done this routine countless times before. But the woman sat there quietly in her wheelchair with just a thin manila folder that looked pathetic next to the insurance company's towers of documents. She watched everything like she was studying for a test. There was something in her eyes that said she wasn't giving up without a fight. When the woman finally spoke, her voice cut through the courtroom like steel. She addressed the lead doctor directly. "You testified that you examined me personally last month. You looked me in the eye and told this court you tested my mobility and touched my prosthetic. Do you stand by that testimony?" The doctor's smile got wider. "Absolutely, I remember the examination clearly," he replied confidently. The woman nodded slowly. "I was hoping you'd say that." She pulled out a small recording device and asked the judge for permission to play it. The judge agreed, so she pressed play. The doctor's voice filled the courtroom, but not from the witness stand, from the recorder. "Look, I'll write whatever report you need. I haven't even seen this woman, but for $20,000, I'll say she could run a marathon tomorrow." The blood drained from every insurance lawyer's face instantly, but the woman wasn't finished. She explained that conversation happened 3 weeks before his supposed examination. Then, with surgical precision, she revealed her final evidence. Medical records from the hospital signed by 4 different doctors who documented every moment of her treatment. These records proved she would need a prosthetic leg for life, making every word the insurance company said a complete lie. The lead attorney's hands shook as he tried to object. Papers scattered across the floor. The doctor's mouth opened and closed like he was drowning. The insurance executives in the back row were making frantic phone calls with faces white as sheets. They claimed the evidence was gathered illegally and couldn't be used in court. The judge had to bang his gavel multiple times to restore order, but the damage was done. The corporate giant was bleeding out on the courtroom floor. The judge's voice shook with anger. He said in 25 years on the bench he had never seen such deliberate, systematic cruelty toward a disabled person. He didn't just rule in the woman's favor. He unleashed complete destruction. Full disability benefits retroactive to her accident date, plus triple punitive damages for fraud. He ordered criminal referrals against the doctor and insurance executives. He demanded federal investigators seize all company documents immediately. Then he turned to the woman, his voice breaking slightly. "Ma'am, this court apologizes that you had to fight this battle alone when you should have been focusing on healing." When the verdict was read, the woman's teenage daughter, who had been sitting in the back, started crying tears of relief.